guys, it's the Geek again, back for another Farmer's Friday, and we got something a little different today. Well, maybe not different, I don't know. Today we've got something that I've wanted to see for a long time, in a good form. This is GNAW, and he is a Sharkticon. I don't know why they can't just call him Sharkticon, but because we need a name for everything now, we've got GNAW. And like every other figure that's been coming out lately, he came with a little bio card with his stats on the back. And this one does not have any second beam of stats for the Headmaster because despite being a Titan's Return figure, he has no Headmaster. But he has these two little nubs for if you want to put a Headmaster in his mouth to, I guess, pilot him. Or maybe just have him eat something. But I like him. He's kind of got the kind of thing going where, like, they don't try to hide that he's a Transformer. Like, you can clearly see places where he's supposed to transform. Like, there's this big old gap where the headpiece kind of is. But he can, like, chomp, his jaws move, and I like that. And he's mobile, the legs move pretty well, they're ball jointed, and I like that too. If they would go the way I'd want them to. And he's got the spiked tail, which was the hardest part of me trying to figure out how to transform him. And I'll get into that later, but this is his beast mode. He is a Sharkticon. And it's not like he's pretending to be a Sharkticon, he basically is a Sharkticon. It's not like most Transformers where he's disguising himself as something else. Because if you saw the movie, you saw the Sharkticons were just there. But there's not much to say about his beast mode. Like, all the limbs move, and I like that. And he's got the fin and the tail, and I'm really happy that the tail's there, and it's pretty solid. Which is really weird, considering how easily I could see it coming off if I wanted to. And I do like how the bubble eyes, like, because of this gap, which I do hate, it does give a cool effect where you can make the eyes glow or light up or whatever. But that's it for his beast mode. So let's go ahead and take a look at his robot mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
What could be more terrifying than being caught by Hot Rod, stranded on an alien planet battling the merciless Sharkticon?
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots never face their evil force, present the terror of the Sharkticons, the Transformers.
And opening at theaters everywhere in 3 days. Transformers, the movie. It's over, Prime. Does Prime die? Transformers, the movie. Rated PG. Opens in 3 days. Don't miss it.
We now return to the Transformers.
Okay guys, here he is in robot mode. And I have a little less love for this figure in robot mode. His legs are kind of stumpy, like they will only bend forward so far. And that's kind of irritating. That's as far as it'll bend. And it might look okay on camera, but in person, he looks like he's crouching all the time, and it drives me nuts. But I do like how, like, the head comes out of the jaw, like in the original. I don't like how you can clearly see that the foot is part of his forearm in this mode. And the way his tail would come up is this piece here plugs into this little slot here when he's in beast mode. And even with the instructions, that was nearly impossible to figure out. It took me a good 20 minutes to be like, oh, it's supposed to slide in like that. It's all the instructions say is push down. And like, what? That doesn't help, you know? So, but I do love this figure. He's definitely if he were a little bit bigger, he'd be a perfect upgrade to the original G1 figure, which I no longer have, sadly. But I love this guy. I think he's pretty cool. He's pretty But one thing that does kind of bother me a little bit is he's got the Decepticon logo on. And technically he's not a Decepticon, but I guess if you're going to sell a toy, it's got to be on either one side or the other, so he's a bad guy, so Decepticon. But that's it for this week, and I'm sorry again that it's so short. I'm actually starting to run out of figures, so if you guys have a figure you'd like to see, If you don't mind doing so, you could ship it to us. We'll review it. We're happy to do so. And then we would ship it back to you, no charges. And all our information is coming up now. Like, you can check out the Pop Culture Network, where there's a ton of reviews on toys, games, comics, all sorts of fun stuff. There's a 24-hour hotline. Please give us a call. Let us know what you'd like to see. Give us your suggestions, your comments, anything. We'd love to hear from you guys. And all that information should be done by now. So, that's it for this week. So, for the Pop Culture Network, this is the Geek saying, good journey.